Hello everyone. I decided to make kind of a new thing. This really wasn't talked about with other people, but I'm really hoping you guys take on, and this is what I think about series. And it's going to be about Gundam series. Of course. Gundam Toonami. And today it's going to be Gundam Age. Now a lot of people have mixed feelings about it. Some people say it's too kiddish. Some people say it's not very good anime style. Lots of things. So before I get into what I think about it, I figured I'd introduce a little bit before we get into this massive review that I'm about to do about it. And yes, there will be spoiler alerts. So if you guys do not like spoiler alerts, then I advise you please go check out somebody else's video in the meantime. Alright, this series is going to be about what I think about, and there will be another one about what Dark Cape thinks about down the future. And this series is going to be new. I plan on doing it, at least once a week on a different series, or maybe an episode. And before I get into Gundam Age, I just want to let you guys know I've only finished watching the first season, so if I'm not on the second, so if some of my answers or questions are a little weird to you guys, that's why. I haven't watched the second season, and please don't leave any comments telling me about the second season, because I hate spoiler alerts. I don't know about you guys, but I just hate them. So yeah, don't give me any spoiler alerts. I really look forward to telling you guys everything about this. So to kick it off, what are the things that I look for in an anime, especially of Gundam? Well, I put it into three categories. One is the storyline. You won't have a good Gundam series without a storyline. At least that's my opinion. Wink wink G Gundam. So, and the second one would have to be character development. Double O Gundam was one of my favorite series, especially as a Gundam fan, because it had amazing character build-up and development in it with Setsuna FCA and my favorite, Lock-On Stratus. And third of all, and the most important one, what does the suit look like? You want enjoyable colors when you watch a series. I'm sorry, it just goes back to when you're a kid and you're playing with your crayons. You want enjoyable colors to watch and go ooh and ah at. And Gundam Age really pulled that off. It really pulled off the classic Gundamness, and it looked great. It pulled it off as good as it could possibly do. It showed a little bit of old, but with that green in the chest and the eyes, it popped a little bit of new in there, and that was really nice for an old school Gundam fan like me. And for character development, it does go a little fast, but that's not always so bad. In Double O Gundam, that character development was pretty fast, and that only had 2 seasons and a movie. This is going to have 3 seasons, at least from as far as I can tell. So, even though the character development does go a little bit fast, and it switches from person to person through the series, I believe that they do a good job of it because of how much time they have. It's hard to do character development, especially when you only got a limited time span. And, sorry, spoiler alert, for him losing his mother at the beginning and him having to go after the UE, aka unidentified enemy, is actually not so bad. You kind of get the feel for it right away, right off the bat, that he hates the UE and that he wants to go fight. It's kind of a, Amuro versus, Char type thing. It's natural for him. For the character development for Flit, perfect. I couldn't put it spot on better. Even though he's a kid, he still has those adult feelings, kind of like Camille and Zeta Gundam, where why should the adults have to hurt people and stuff like that? But he doesn't think about that. I'm sorry, but when I say character development, I really want to bring up how about the relationship between Flit and Emily. It's perfect. It feels like a romantic love story between young kids and a little high school or middle school relationship type thing. But they're on a spaceship, which is kind of ironic. And the way they do this relationship thing with Emily always wanting to back up Flit and Flit just charging out ahead, it's so classic, and it does feel like it's overdone, but it's that thing where you never really get tired of it, but you kind of just see it happening, and it's so obvious. and it really makes me, feel inside. My heart just gets all tingly and warm for them. And the final characteristic is gonna make or break it for some of you guys is the story development. At least in my eyes, the story development could have been better, could have been worse. It seems very original at the beginning where he loses his mother from a UE attack. It seems to happen in a lot of Gundams. Either they lose their father or mother, or they basically have no contact. It's happened in Amuro, with Camille, with G Gundam, Domon Kashu. It seems to happen almost every Gundam series. I don't know why, but it feels like Gundam Seed with the recycled animation, where they keep recycling the same animation over and over again, and it feels the same with the story development. I think they could have done the opening a little different, and their battleship, at least in my eyes, I think that is more of a going back to first Gundam. It feels like the big Trojan horse again once they get a little new battleship ready to go fight the UE. It definitely feels like a Trojan horse, which isn't bad. I like the Trojan horse, or the white base, whatever you want to call it. I like it. I like the overall design of it, and they could recycle that as much as they want to because I love seeing that. I never get old of that. I don't know about you guys. Leave a comment below, stating if you like it or you don't. And if I would have to rate this series, I would definitely rate it just off the first season an 8 out of a 10. And I hate to say it, but the 2 points that's lacking are from mostly story development and a little bit of mobile suit colorness. I do love the old style of the Gundam that they're going with, but I think they could have done a little bit better. I wish they would have come up with something more original than that, like with Exia or Double O Gundam, how that was really original, at least in my eyes. And again, you guys can debate that and leave a comment below. So I will see you guys later. This is my review of it. This is just the first season. I will be coming out with a second season in review, and definitely other Gundam series also in games. And I know I said I wouldn't be coming out with a video for a little while, but I just had to get my opinions out there, and I wanted to see what you guys said too. So this is Gundam Toonami. Stay tuned. There will be animations, tons more, AMVs, Gunpla to the max, as I like to call it. And I have a new name for our Gunplas at Gundam Toonami, because it's not just me anymore. And our official nickname is the Puppeteers. Have fun with that, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. This is DBZ5 Naruto, out.